This is day 81, and in this video, I'm gonna go over fighting mistakes that I make when I'm fighting defensively. So here, I'm down on HP, I'm 151, and as you can see, my opponent is running around the right side of my box, right? But I'm in a 2x1, which is good. Here, what I need to do is edit the peanut butter and then edit this right wall in my 2x1. This is a bad edit. I mean, I could hug behind the wall on my left and then peek it, which is not a bad edit. But he can't stand on this wall. Like, I can't let him abuse that. So then he starts smacking on this wall, which is a good play. Well, not really, because I can edit this. So that's what I should have done. And then he goes down. So he's basically what he's trying to do is he's trying to bait me editing this wall to make it low, because this is the wall that he wants to take, but this is the wall I shouldn't be editing. When he goes down here, I should just go to this right wall that I said I should have edited earlier, and then just take a right hand peek again. Like, literally don't give in to your enemy, and don't give him ever give him a left hand peek. Always only right hand peek. And now the problem is my wall is 1 HP, which means he can shotgun it, he can AR it, he can pickaxe it, he can phase in. There's so many bad scenarios for me, and I don't have space. Like, let's say I had a box to my left, this would be completely fine. All I have to do is just back up to the back box and then play long peeks. But because I'm in the box, I'm at a disadvantage here. And now he takes the wall, and then window peeks me, and I can't even shoot him back. And that's why when someone takes your wall and you're in the box, it's such a bad scenario. That's why weakening that wall, like by editing it, was so bad. Instead, I should just edit the other wall, which gives me the right hand peek, instead of giving him a chance to get me on the left hand peek so that he gets a right hand peek. But my opponent here does a good play, but there's a counter to what he did. So he gets this high wall on me, right? So then I decide to place a floor above me and then edit this into a right hand peek. But the weak point, what he abused in this, is that he knows this is going to be 1 HP. So if he edits his wall, he can instantly break it. But my advantage is that I edited first. So that means he has to edit. So as soon as he edits here, if I shotgun his wall and place a cone, so not only do I take the wall, but I also place a cone above him so he can't get out, then all I have to do is just run up, do a peanut butter edit, and I can kill him here. But because I let him break my floor before I take his wall, he takes the floor, edits on me insta. Luckily, I flipped the stair in time. But then I take a 50-50 edit here. Well, I don't even phase the stair properly. That's why it didn't work. But I should have died there 100%. And yeah, I should have instantly pumped his wall so that he can't take the floor on me. What I do bad here is I give my opponent like a really good angle and I let him take it on me. So here, he edits this wall and he's hiding behind his wall, and then he's gonna jump peek me. The counter here is to place a floor, block his shot, then I have a free shot, 180 him in the head, dead. But let's say he places a floor and edits it and then does it. The counter is just don't even peek it. Why? Because first of all, I can't even see him, so I can't shoot him from here. Second of all, he's gonna have peeker's advantage when he peeks me because he's gonna jump up. So basically, it's almost impossible for me to hit him here. But yeah, in this scenario, I should just place the floor and I would have killed him. But instead, I go for the shot, which I literally can't even see him, so there's no point. If I would have at least jumped, maybe I would have hit him, but then I get 185, and yeah, that's just a crazy peek by him, and I didn't even know how broken that peek was. This is another scenario where my awareness is bad, so I get doubles here, but like the server's like so laggy. I'm on like 60 ping, so like I can't even double it on this shit. But then he flips the stair. I don't even think I noticed that he flipped the stair, that he can literally go out the back, sprint jump, and then get the wall and shit on me. But like, look, I'm literally so in my own world. I'm looking at this floor edit. I don't even know he's there, by the way. I'm not looking at visuals. I'm not listening to the sound. I'm not seeing what I'm looking at. And then it's too late now. Look, he already got both of the piece. And he make a bad edit here. He should just reset the wall right before I'm about to shoot him. But instead we trade damage, which is lucky. If this is a good player, then I'm cooked here. Like, I'm full box and I'm dead. I'm not recovering. But luckily I'm able to trade here. And it's just bad awareness. Like, okay, he flipped the stair. There's multiple plays he could be doing. He could just sit there and just stare through his stair. Stare? Yeah. Look at me through his stair and like try to flip it again to shoot me and catch me off guard. He could run out the back like he did. He could have sprint jump. Like, there's so many different plays he could have done. and I'm not like focusing on what he's doing. I'm just focused on what I want to do instead of looking at what my enemy is doing. So here I have really bad crosshair placement, which gets me hit. So going up, and I can see that he's going to go on the stair. And as you can see, I try to place a cone here, but because I'm looking at the stair, like my crosshair is on the stair, I can't place the cone. If I had been looking a little bit above the stair, because this is like an awkward angle. It's like weird, this stair like angle with this edit. But if I was looking a little bit above the stair, it would have placed. But because it didn't place, I shoot him, but then I have to place the cone afterwards. And then I think like I misclicked to my floor instead of resetting the wall. So if I had placed that cone, then shot him, I would have been able to reset the wall instantly. But then because I couldn't reset instantly, I got hit 150. And like it was an equal trade instead of being a 150 health advantage. The problem I have a lot of times is like not placing builds where my enemy can piece because I don't even think about it. So here I try to place these two walls, but he gets them, right? I cone flip to block his shot, but he doesn't end up shooting. Now if you think about like everyone wants to go for a right hand peek, right? So for him to run around the left and go grab the wall on my right, so like from my POV, for him to run to the right and grab my right wall is slower and worse than him running to my left and then grabbing my left wall. The left wall is key here for him. So then I'm so focused on like him shooting me, so I reset the cone, but I don't even think about like him taking this piece. And he ends up kind of making like a bad edit, I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I hit him 100. He should just edit reset earlier, but like I'm in a bad position right now. He has my back wall too. So like there I need to be faster to place the wall or like edit the cone and just get out of that tile because he owns the piece on me. So here I have really bad awareness of where my enemy is again. And that's why I make the bad edit. Like it's not because I knew where he was, but I just made a bad edit. In this instance, I didn't even know that he did like the 2 backwards ramps, then 2 upwards ramps. So then I make this bad edit. If I had full awareness on what he was doing, the best edit here is definitely probably a peanut butter edit. Place the walls, reset, and then edit again. But because I make this open tile edit and I'm so close to the wall, I can't reset from there. So I have to back up and reset, which gets me hit 100. All right, here, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, like, or like what I should do. I feel like, so I go for this, I get this wall, I make a window edit, I get the cones in, I don't even go for the walls. Maybe I should reset here as soon as I see his gun out, but I mean, it's fucking difficult to see if the enemy has their gun out, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's hard to like, you gotta have like IQ of 1,000, I swear, bro. Like, so we just trade damage here, but like, obviously I don't want to trade damage. Like, I don't even know. Do this. And then I guess if I see his gun out, then I have to instantly reset because I don't know what other edit I can do in this situation that really works. So yeah, I guess I just gotta edit reset. I just gotta reset if I see his gun out, I think. So here, the enemy is pressuring me from the top diagonal, and he's trying to take my left wall, which is a good play. And then he eventually takes it, which, should I be letting him do that? Probably not. And if he wants to take it, that's fine. But if I have a box right behind me, then I can have a double right hand peek where I make a peanut butter and then like a top 6 edit. And then there's no way he can counter me from that angle. But the problem here is now he's diagonally box fighting me, right? And then I have to reset this wall. Why? Because if he runs in my box, he's going to have a free peanut butter, which means I have to reset it. But now the wall is weak, which is good for him because it's going to be easy for him to take the wall. I mess with the edit. Don't go for the edit again, which is good after a failed edit. The problem is my wall is low, and I need to make space. If you're only in one box and your opponent takes the wall, you're fucked. So the thing is, I'm just like letting him take it. Like, what am I doing, you know? And then obviously ping, I lose the 50-50 to get the wall. But for him, he loses nothing if he doesn't get the wall. But for me, if I don't get the wall, I'm fucking dead. Because cone flip is not good enough. But if I have a box here to my left, then I have a right hand peek. He can't do anything. So then when he runs in my box here, then I can place a wall and then trap him in there, and then I have him dead. But because I'm sitting in one box with a wall that's weak, not going for counter shots, this is why he corners me and then I die. So here I'm in a bad, like, awkward spot where my opponent has a lot of piece on me. And honestly, the best play I can do here is just place the left wall and then just run out. But what I do instead is, like, sit here and wait for an edit. But, like, the chances of him finding a better edit is so much higher than me because, like, sitting with their gun out, I don't think is, like, the best play because you have to wait for a mistake. If your opponent doesn't make a mistake, it doesn't work. So obviously, if they're low HP, they're panicking and then they make a mistake, you can punish their mistake. But if your opponent doesn't make a mistake, like, this is a good play by him. He drops down on the side. I place the wall, but it's too late. Then he jumps back up. Or no, I coned him. And then he takes the wall, and now I'm just dead. I'm in his full piece. If I would have just gone out, placed the wall, edited it, and then gone out, I could have continued to fight. But there's no point, I feel like, in holding gun out when there's no, like, HP advantage and, like, you're in their full piece. So here I have the enemy box and then I hit him 100, but he gets the wall back. The good thing is I have all the piece around him, the cone on top and all the walls except this one. So probably what I should just do here is, even if he hits me 100, just tank the damage because I already have him boxed, which means, like, I'm guaranteed to win this fight as long as I get off this angle. But instead of trying to get out, I just, like, hold my gun out and then he just makes good peeks and then I die because, like, I don't just get out of the box. So this is a very common, like, scenario in fighting, even if you're not box fighting. It's just like this diagonal. And for me, I have the advantage if I fight on the right side, like if I smack on his right wall, or, like, from my, like, point of view, if I smack on that right wall. But he has the advantage here because, look, I edit this left wall, which now I have a left-hand peek. And this edit is really bad. And look, I'm too far to even reset this wall. And then now I'm cooked. He makes a good window edit, and I can't reset in time, and I get hit 100. Like, that was good edit by him. The thing is, if you're going to peek that side, you got to do, like, either reverse peanut butter or you got to do something else because it's just such a bad peek. You're always going to lose against a right-hand peek in that scenario. So common mistake I make when I'm panicking is going out to the left because I want to create a right hand peek, but then my enemy has piece, like, can pre-piece me, and then I end up dying. So here I try to get these walls, but he gets both of them, and then he ends up editing his right wall, which is a good play. Go for the right hand peek. Then he gets his wall before I can place it. I get coned as well. I mess up the stair flip, which, like, obviously I could fix that, but that's, like, mechanical. And then I go out to the left here. And if he was, like, a god, he would just pre-piece his out, I'd be instantly dead. The play here is to place a wall, like, from this angle, place a wall on my left here, and then edit it, and then get out the back. But because I go this way, my enemy could pre-piece me. Look, he did place the cone, so he almost got the wall. If he would have got the wall, I would have been completely dead. And this is a mistake I made so many times in game, and I need to stop making it because that's how, that one time when Clicks and Hicks keyed me in the Skin Cup, that's how I got instantly shit on because I was panicking after I got hit 100, and then I just went into his pre-piece and died. This is, again, another scenario where I have such bad awareness because I'm so focused on my play. So at first, it's a good play. So he places a stair here. I get the high wall, place the floor. But then, as you can see, the footsteps are going to the right. And then you can see a cone was placed. If I seen this instantly, place the wall on my right. Right? But then he gets it. And obviously here, I can still reset. Nah, actually, I can't. I went too far. I can't edit. I was trying to get behind the wall so you can't see me, but there's desync in the game as well. So, yeah, there's that. And it's just bad awareness. Like, again, focusing on, like, going for a clip or, like, my play that I think is going to work instead of just looking at what he's doing. And it's like the crazy skill. It's going to take me months, maybe even years to get good at this because it's so hard to do. But it's probably the most important thing in fights. Alright, so here, I was trying to do, like, a jump peek, but I messed it up. And this is why I messed it up. So here, I know he's going to go up, right? So I was thinking maybe doing, like, the cone from above the wall. But I feel like he was going to phase through it, like, ready to be up there. So what I was going to do is, like, jump peek from the stair. But the thing is, I'm not, like, hidden at all by the stair. So he jumps up and he's able to see me. But if I'm, like, further into the stair, like, to the left more, I don't know how to really describe it. then he won't be able to see me, and then I can jump peek perfectly, and I would have been able to shoot him, but I wasn't fully covered, and I got hit before I could even like go for a shot. Here, I think I make a couple mistakes. So first of all, what I do good is I see his wall is low, right? He just edited it, and then he reset his wall. So I take it with my AR, grab it. Here, from my perspective, his right wall is not, there's not a wall there, right? So what I probably should have done is done a reverse peanut butter. Like, I love doing that. Place a wall, reset it. So if he shoots into the wall, that's a free 100 damage. And if he doesn't shoot, then I just have to make a good edit and I can hit him. But I fail the edit, and then he jumps to my right. But he's on a left-hand peek, but he does have peekers. So here, all I should do is, instead of shooting, in my opinion, I should just place the wall. And I think that's what he should do too. But because I go for the shot, obviously I'm not going to have my crosshair on him, and I'm not expecting him to make that play. So he's just going to out-trade me like 9 times out of 10. And if he would have placed the wall, I might have been cooked. Actually, I don't know, but I think I should just place the wall instead. But yeah, the best play would have been just to box him in there before even trying to go for damage. So what I do good here is I'm trying to get my heals off, and I create a double right hand. But what my enemy does even better is that he baits me into editing, and then he fully hugs this wall, so I can't like see him until the last see. Like, I can't really see him. So yeah, I do hit him 100, but because I'm so low and I have to stand like at the back of this peanut butter edit, I can't reset it in time, and he can hit me. So that's why I die. The best thing I think I could have done is just have patience. Hold the edit, and then as the wall keeps building and gets more HP, he's going to like probably make a play. He's either going to start smacking, or he's going to go out a different way, and I can start popping heals, make space back. But because I panic at it, instead of having patience, he's able to get in, like make that have really good movement, and then kill me. So again, this is another like diagonal scenario, but I have the advantage is I'm like higher than him. So if he tries to come up, I can literally just cone him easily. But I take too long. Like, the thing is, in this scenario, I can literally see, like, he's probably going to try to come up. He built the high walls, and then he goes up, and then he does the same thing to me, what I should have done to him. So then he gets my doubles first, and then that gets me hit, because I can't really like react in time, because it's just so fast when you go from that angle. So yeah, I think I should have just coned him before that he could go up and cone me instead. So here, I wasn't 2x1, but he broke the other wall, and now he's pressuring my single wall. But I gotta play from the 2x1. There's no point in making a 2x1 if you don't play from it. And he's smacking this wall. All I have to do is edit the wall on my right, and just go like in a merry-go-round, like, and just in a circle, and just try to get a right-hand peek on him. He's probably gonna do the same thing, try to break this wall. But if I can just get the right-hand peek, I'm gonna kill him. So there's no point in staying in this box and trying to heal. Then he like distracted me with this wall. Then he goes back to the wall that he wants to take. Then he double pickaxes, and he takes the wall. And like in this scenario, in my opinion, I already lost. Like, I shouldn't survive here, because if he just pumps my cone and then insta sprays me, I'm dead here. So I'm lucky that I'm able to survive. I should just, there's no way I can sit in one box and heal when my wall is that low. Like, I need to play in 2 boxes, and I should just play it on right hand peaks instead of just let him take my wall for free. What I do good here is I predict where he's gonna go, so I place a stair here. Obviously, it's so laggy. Like, I'm on like 50 ping, so it's hard to double edit, so like it's so slow. But I hit him here. But what I have to realize is that if the enemy is on a cone, all they have to do is, well, first of all, they can get the cone above me, even if they're on a regular floor. But that's not like super threatening. But when he's on a cone, he can sprint jump and pump me, then place the cone in the floor, or he can get the cone in the floor, then edit, and then pump. So here, I hit him up like 90. Then I place the wall, which is good. My instant reaction should be to place my tops, because he's going to try to get out. There's no point in trying to edit this wall. Because look, by the time I do this, he's not even there anymore. And then, I don't know if you blanked me or what, but he clearly went up, and then he tried to shoot me. So if I would have had my tops, I would have been fine. But in any other scenario, I probably would have died here if he wouldn't have mid shot, because it was probably going to be a headshot. I'm fighting defensively here, and I have the right idea. Like, he's on this wall, and I want to create a right hand peak. So then I edit this wall to create that peak. But the thing is, I run way too far out. See, now I can't place my own wall. So then he grabs it. And now that he has this wall, I'm like fully cooked. Because I thought I placed it. So now he hits me 100. He's in my box and he makes a bad play to jump in. He should just stay back and replace the cone and eventually kill me. But then like I panicked and I missed all my shots. So there, I shouldn't just ran that far. Like I probably should have just ran a bit. Maybe place the wall instead and catch a shot, or yeah, just like hug the wall instead of going so far that I can't place my wall after I shoot. Here I make two mistakes. One, double swinging when they have the shotgun out and they're trying to pre-fire, and two is bad crosshair placement. So here his wall is low, but it's two pickaxes. Well, obviously I can't tell if his gun is out here, so I can't tell, but when I was thinking like, all right, I'm gonna place a stair in this box, but look at where I placed the stair. I place it back here, which means I'm looking too high up. If I'm looking down at the ground, like at the floor that he's standing on, then it's gonna place there. I didn't even know this is possible. Like I'm learning new stuff right now by VODing this, which is good, so I don't make these mistakes. But usually there's a back wall here, so then the stair doesn't go through. But because there's no wall this time, the stair, like because my crosshair is too high, then the stair places behind him. So then I literally just die. Like let's say I place the stair on him, maybe I get the kill, but obviously placed behind him, so then I just died. So here the opponent is sitting like on this cone and kind of like the stair. I just make a bad edit. Like I just panic edit, and like this edit is so bad in this situation because I'm not covered at all, and I just whiff because he has good movement and he like dodges the shot. If I would have ran all the way to the left and then actually peeked it like with the right hand peek, I would have fully jumped up. I would have like killed him easily, but because I rushed this, that's why I don't hit him and then he hits me back. So day 81 is the last day that I'm gonna let my cut on my finger hold me back from playing 1v1s and like grinding. And I mean, it was a good time to actually get injured because there was no scrims because of the solo series, which was good. I didn't have to miss any vital sessions. But obviously, I could have like played 1v1s or like zone roll scrims, but they're not as high leverage as the vital scrims, so I'm glad I didn't have to miss that. But on day 82, played the Elite Reload Series planes, so that video will be out tomorrow. And finally, I can start grinding 1v1s again. I just been doing Kovacs for like the last 2 days for a couple hours a day, just listening to music while doing it. And I'm glad to finally be back on the grind and finally be able to play the game again. Cause I'm so rusty, not playing the game for 2 days, and I just feel like shit. It's crazy. So yeah, that was day 81.